Somebody call a plumber because the Call of Duty World War II Zombies trailer was leaked yesterday, so let's go over that plus more in the Call of Duty news of the week. Well, I'm not going to go in-depth about the Army of the Dead trailer until it's been fully revealed on Thursday so that you'll get a fresh parody video on Friday. According to Condry, it's actually not even the finished trailer, as evident by the scene numbers in the corner of the screen. Both Condry and Sledgehammer Games took the leaks in stride, but hashtag the Hammer went all roid rage with a pair of tweets. Leak sucks! Spoils it for everyone! Avoid the leaked trailer. Wait a few more days for the real thing. It's worth it. Hashtag pissed. You spent almost 3 years on something with 5 days until reveal. Some expletive leaks our trailer. Bummed. Disappointed. Come on, why are you so angry, Hammer? I'm so sorry that you couldn't have the whole song and dance of a self-relating marketing ploy masquerading as a press conference at Comic-Con so that you could show the whole world how fucking awesome that you actually are, and be able to control the message. People are gonna play the fucking game in November anyways. Who gives a shit when Zombies is revealed? And if you're so proud of it, why wouldn't you want people to see it as soon as possible? Anyways, my quick 2 cents on the leaked trailer is that this seems to be much more like a horror game than other Zombies modes, with the music in the trailer and the art style. Speaking of art style, there have been images that have been drip-fed in the past week or so, including some more shots that suspiciously look like exoskeletons, but never mind about that now, and this one here that looks like if meat was cooked and then left out for a few days while the fat congeals. There's also been 2 of the 4 cast members revealed, because why not overpay for actors in a game where you can't even see your character and the player models make no difference in the overall gameplay? Lastly, in Zombies news, there was a new classified website revealed which contained this image, which is presumably the map, and a journal entry which basically loosely follows the plot of the Monument spend, but it's too bad that Activision's budget for actors isn't big enough to land one of the ones from that movie. There was also some speculation that Zombies would be in third-person mode, but Michelle Condry struck that down while also confirming that the headquarters social space is mostly third-person, so you could finally see more than just your feet. Lastly, in Call of Duty World War II news, there is a digital pre-order bonus for all platforms of 500 COD points for each of Infinite Warfare and Black Ops 3. Wait, I thought COD points were a universal currency across all Call of Duty games. Why am I limited to only certain games? And of course, they don't give you a number with a common denominator, so you'd be forced to either have leftovers or to spend more of your money in order to play dress-up. But that's Activision for you, spelled with a $sign. On to Infinite Warfare news as a patch dropped on Friday, so I'll let Ashton Williams explain the changes. Thanks, Schwantz, and hello to all of you beautiful people. It's me, Ashton Williams, Community Manager of Infinity Ward, here to talk to you about the recent updates to our game, Infinite Warfare. The biggest change is to remove kill trading from public playlists, although it will still be available in custom matches. Yay! We spent so much time on this quote-unquote feature, and we turned it on to get a feel for the consequences of a mechanic that has no business being in a Call of Duty game, which Schwantz masterfully explained in a previous Call of Duty news video, link in the description. But considering we definitely didn't spend 3 years on the multiplayer portion of the game, we had to test things on the fly 7 months after launch. Oopsie. Unfortunately, for all of the people that are still bitching on Reddit, the game just didn't play right because streaks would end much sooner due to trades, and that impacts the pace of the game, which slowed to a crawl. If only we had some sort of beta to test out these features before we put it into the game for realsies. Whatever. Speaking of things we didn't test, Genesis is now put back in the rotation after fixing some map exploits, but we're still tweaking Retaliation and Neon, and apparently there's another glitch spot in Ember that we've eventually gotta fix, but taking a DLC map out of rotation this early really screws over the Season Pass owners more than they already are. We nerfed the Hailstorm Ordnance Akimbo and M2187 Smart Show attachments since we totes didn't have enough time to go through all of the combinations of new variants, considering the 2187 is still less OP than the 1887s from Modern Warfare 2, so that's a minor accomplishment. We also tried to not screw over those E-athletes that have delusions of trying to be the next member of Optic, and finally enforce some of the CWL settings like rig trait and secondary fire restrictions, considering that we still don't have a mechanism for saving custom game recipes. Maybe that's why Swifter, who we had on a developer live stream one time, never plays our game anymore. There's still more new beepity bops that are being handed out as part of the Days of Summer event going on now, so be sure to log in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for some cool new shit. Thanks a lot, Ashton. Speaking of Days of Summer, the event kicked off on Black Ops 3 this week with adding 2 new weapons to supply drops only, the AN-94, every pub stomper's wet dream, and the China Lake, the least memorable launcher of all time for whatever reason. There is also a limited time Cherry Fizz camo, which is actually purple, not fucking red, you know, the color of cherry soda. With these 2 new weapons, I haven't done the math, but I'm pretty sure there's more DLC weapons in Black Ops 3 than there are standard weapons that the game launched with, thus continues the absolute milking to death of the franchise. Unlike in Advanced Warfare, where variants were given away for free after the life cycle of the game was over, Treyarch gets a pass because they're somehow the best developers even though they make the worst games. Oh, and after the incessant bitching from Reddit, the M1911 and AK-74U were added to Zombies Chronicles maps as the starting weapons and wall buys for people that want to spend $30 on nostalgia. Anyway, that's going to do it for the Call of Duty news of the week until the Zombies parody on Friday, unless some other bombshell happens before then. I've been the Schwantz27 off like a prom dress. Until next time.